I am so annoyed. Hi, welcome to my stream. You might have noticed I'm a little stagnant. This is because approximately 2 minutes ago, VR VTube Studio inexplicably broke and stopped working and won't connect to my phone. So I am still and inanimate for no fucking reason, as far as I know. So that's really cool, and I'm really happy about that. Just like out of nowhere, like it froze and disconnected, and now it's being a bitch. I don't know why. No, it's trying to work. What the fuck? What the fuck? Sorry. My phone's trying to tell me I don't have internet, even though I clearly have internet. What do you mean? What? What the fuck? Okay, clearly this is an issue for another time. You're just gonna get static me. You're gonna get static me because it hates me. Anyway, we're gonna do Limbus Company. I don't have a whole lot of time, so we're just gonna get into it. Okay, alright. Cool. Alright, let's do it. Oh, I didn't even set the game capture correctly. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. Alright. Hold on, let me set up a message. VTube Studio. Smiley face. And then, boom. There we go. Look at that. Okay. Sag moment, yeah. It's fucking obnoxious. Obnoxious. Okay, well let's do it. The 8th walpurgis nacht. Good luck, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Hi, Kissed. How's it going, man? Alright. That was a pretty good first one. Alright, cool. I'm not getting any of the new ones, but I am hitting a walpurgis nacht one every time. That's pretty cool. Hello, love and hate. Queen of love and hate. Alright. Got 2 announcers in a row. How does that work? How does that happen? Alright. Oh, and we got an SSS. Hello, Harmony. That's one of the new ones. I also got... Is that Liu? No, it's, shit, I forgot what it's called. Ardor Blossom, that's right. Very cool. Very awesome. I don't think Ardor Blossom is that useful, but it is good to have. Good to have. Again. Oh, there's one. Oh man, it was just him. Stinky. To be fair, I do use him a lot. Oh, and we got Dimension Shredder, Honglu. Okay. I can see it. Oh, there's one. Okay. There's another one. Yeah. Here's Mr. Broken. Here's Mr. Busted as hell. And I got Yesod. Oh my god. Why? Oh my goodness. This is the most amount of fucking announcers I've ever gotten. What the hell? Why did I get so many of them? That's crazy. Oh, what does Harmony do again? I mean, it's an HE, so I might as well equip it. Bleed and burn. That's right. Go there. Let me go to bleed team. Pop it on there too. And then I got her Ardor Blossom, which is a burn thing. Tidal Elegy is probably just better because it does stuff. But for burn, I will pop Ardor Blossom on here. That's gonna be worth the sunburn. Okay. What else did I get? Right. You. Bleed burn. I'm gonna put you on the burn squad because I have an even better version of Marisol on the bleed team. Well, maybe not better, but at least equivalent. Because he's a crazy unit too. And I got Dimension Shredder Honglu, which is a charge haste. So it's between poise sinking and charge haste. Okay. So here we do that. Dimension Shredder. And then I got a whole fucking bunch of announcers. I got Isode, I got Magical Girl of the Queen of Hatred, and I got Kased. So I'm gonna get... I mean, I have to have Tefrith on, but I'll put on Magical Girl too. Library Director is also cool, and I'll have her soon, but not yet, but soon. Okay. Such Wondrous is a pretty good. Is a pretty good one. You can make some funny stuff with that. You could definitely make some funny stuff with that. All right, let's go into this. And who are we gonna bring but our fabulous and amazing? You cannot deploy Gregor? Oh, I can't apply the Gregor. Maybe we do our Ruptures team. They all get automatically leveled. I mean, let's try that. Yeah, view it anyway. It's fine. I'm sure it's designed to not spoil as much as possible. Can I get 7 number 3 bolts? Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, and you guys can't even hear it either. If it's worth anything, I couldn't hear it either, because I had the game muted. Number 3 bolts. Bingo! Be right there. Quit lollygagging it. Get cracking, lass. We're swamped here. Behold hither. I have espied a combination of cracks that much resembles a fixer's sigil. Oh, that's right enough out of you, the old... Huh? Did you just weave out of my smack? Thy patterns have become far too predictable. About 2 days have passed since we wrapped up Operation Spider Pyre. I don't know what that is. The LCE... No flashback. I'm skipping through the things that I'm not so sure about. Okay, you never had one of these when they were little? Didn't have to settle them in the nests? Oh, I know this. It's that shaky then drinky thing. I knew you'd recognize it, Heath. You're all bloody sheltered townies, you know that? Take a gander at this. You know, that can's gonna blow up in your face if you keep shaking it like... I know what I'm doing, Bodie. Look, I uncap this thing and... Ha! Try a sip. I hope that's turned to jelly. Heathcliff moved from sinner to sinner, confidently handing them each a can of well-shaken drink. And the sinners all responded with varying degrees of astonishment, some of them even giving the can a double take. This is a condensation of carbonation itself, its structure compressed into pudding-like forms. Wowzers! It's like they took the juice of a fruit and trapped it in tiny bubbles. It's slightly too sweet, but it's tasty nonetheless. Ah, now this is what I'm talking about. Where'd you get these? I couldn't get my hands on this stuff recently. He's obsessed with the new tech. Pleasant flavor gives us an extra dose of motivation. You're just giving these rarities to us? Blimey, me, that's actually the nicest thing someone's done for us in a while. You ain't half bad, Specs. You're going up in my list. No need to reevaluate the personability of my character. They're from Martin's stash. Food's not there to look pretty. I agree with Hohenheim. What use are all these delicacies if I let them sit and spoil? Totes, we can't let these tasties go bad. Is it really that good? It is good, but it's not that good, manager. She's simply a glutton. You know, I feel pretty bad for Dante every time we get a chance to eat something good, with, you know, being unable to eat and all. I don't think it's something to feel bad about, but I would be lying if I said I wasn't curious. Muttering, I looked up to stare at Rogia. Somebody could stop me, because I can't. Downing her third can. That reminds me, Everyone's gobbled together a gestation simulator as a hobby project. As you must be aware, energy gel is the most efficient form of sustenance. It's tiny, highly caloric, yet unfortunately makes for quite a flavorless gustatory experience. So I've devised a gadget that, once a food item is placed and scanned in its flavor analyzer, it transfers the exact flavor profile directly to its wearer. It is rather simple to equip and operate. Simply wearing it on your wrist should transfer the flavor information to the wearer, but I think I've misplaced it. That sounds pretty revolutionary for how dismissive you are about it, like it's some kind of toy you bash together. The joy must come from the invention and demonstration of the technology itself. Indeed, my fellows would, following the regular Illuminators conferences, cast their erstwhile prime inventions into boxes of miscellanea. A decent guess, but you're half wrong. I had indeed intended to distribute it to my team were it not for a single fault. And what is that fault, you ask? When worn for too long, the device would start recognizing even the mere act of breathing as eating. Every breath I took brought the rush of thick, cloying Basque cheesecake flavor onto my tongue. It would normally be a rather scrumptious delicacy, but when it taints the very air I breathe, it inspires nothing but nausea in my mouth. Perhaps that should not be a problem for subjects who are not coerced to breathe by their autonomic nervous system, such as your manager. Oh, does that mean I'll finally be able to partake in Roach's food critiquing session during our next team dinner? By the looks of it, they seem quite excited about the prospect. Very well, I will begin my search henceforth. Oh, it's a Walpoo night! Were these damn alarms connected to this facility as well? Indeed, every location related to Limbus Company is equipped with relevant devices to detect the arrival of the walpurgis nights. Once the familiar green light and the accompanying alarm began to blare, Faust, who had been wordlessly leaning against the wall with her arms crossed, slowly shuffled towards us. She seemed unusually exhausted, so I thought I might ask if everything was okay, but... Have the corridor repairs progressed enough for us to explore the scenario, Hohenheim? Of course, contrary to someone who insisted that its frequency is not something we can reliably predict, I had intuited that this odd phenomenon with a taste for green illuminations would be arriving soon, and made the corridor repairs one of our highest priority goals. I see, thank you. Huh? Maybe now's a bad time. That response was, indeed, most unexpected. Completely breaks the expected behavior patterns. Dante, let us enter without delay. Okay. It sounded as though Hohenheim muttered something at us at the last second, but his voice was soon devoured by the sinners and their raucous chatter, accompanied by the slurping noise of drinks getting guzzled down. Oh, her sword's been updated. I can't pay too much attention, but that's too obvious to not recognize. Depressing. Yeah, let's see. We're in the welfare team section. Maybe it's blue all over because that's their main color. This place is pretty big too. Not as big as Central Command, but this place has got a high ceiling. Couldn't they have changed the actual colors or interior design of the whole? Different lights, sure, but ain't all these hallways samey looking? It's starting to get a bit old. I think consistency is a good thing, actually. The library always throws something new at us every time we visit, and there were times when we got killed before we even knew what was going on. Forsooth! If our lives be forfeit all the same, wouldst thou not say that they are best spent on new experiences? New experiences, such as witnessing a sea color with our own eyes. Hasn't that bloke's blue scythe sliced and diced you more than a dozen times last? Don't tell me you enjoyed every single one of them. Hey, I'd appreciate it if you didn't consider your lives to be forfeit all the same. More deaths is more pain for me, you know. Well. Despite their relative predictability, it is inadvisable to underestimate the former L-Corp's ordeals, as they are also characterized by progressively intensifying danger levels. Danger levels? Indeed, the scenarios first began with the dawn, then it was the noon, followed by the suppression of a WAW risk level anomaly. It is obvious that the ordeal following our previous encounter would pose a greater level of threat than the ordeal of noon. Ah, then you must be referring to the incrementally progressive pressure we had discussed prior, Miss Faust. Yes. Following the deductive mode of thinking, this ordeal must be an ordeal of dusk. Blimey. You certainly got talent for a spectacle. Say you ain't in the habit of stalling, waiting for dramatic moments to drop information, are you? Faust does not care for such useless, vain theatricals. What? I was clearly joking, lass. You don't have to be so cross about it. I should probably sort out a few doubts for Faust to go over in our next consultation session. We'd better focus on the ordeal at hand first. Faust, mind treading some more light on it? The time will be dusk, and the color is amber. The food chain is set to appear in this ordeal. The food chain? As in that whole natural cycle of eat and be eaten? Why? Why has it got to be bugs again? While I was still mulling over what Faust had said, Rogia, who seemed to have noticed something squirming in the distance, burst into a disgusted and irritated rant. Ever since last time, it's just been one thing after another trying to gross me out. Is this supposed to be one of the goals of the so-called scenario set up? While still holding the can of jelly drink in her hand. Ah, there it goes. I've completely lost my appetite. Either finish chewing before you speak, or wipe that revulsed grimace off your face if you insist on shoveling the jelly down regardless of the creature's sight. One lapse in decorum at a time. Unfortunately, Executive Manager, the entity's movement speed appears notably slow. A meticulous distance measuring coupled with a methodical stratagem should allow us to neutralize the target without issue. Right? There's no need to rush. If we can just make sure to move faster than those things do, we'll be fine. Alright, let's see. This is Cassed's section, isn't it? I think so.
조용하지?
Oh no, the bong bongs.
이렇게나 조용한 곳이 곧 아비규환으로 변할 거란 사실이.
I see. Damn. Oh my god. What is this music? And why is it going so hard? I'm jamming. You can't see it, but I'm jamming, I promise. Alright, this is pretty good for us. Pretty good start. Looks like we're gonna kill them all before they get to use their special move.
징계팀에서 다 망가뜨린 줄 알았는데 멀쩡한 장비가 남아있었나 봐.
눈높이를 낮춰라.
실밥이 터졌나?
Excellent. Uh-oh, what's that?
타는 마음도 오래가진 못할 거야. 식기 전까진 열성적으로 해보는 것도 괜찮겠지.
Okay, so I have to kill him through that. We'll throw it into that one too, just in case. Okay, he's dead. And they're both dead. Amazing.
관리자님, 아무래도 직원 한 명의 부서 배치가 잘못된 것 같아. 이런 제압은 회사에겐 효율적일지는 몰라도 직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 법이지. 그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 한상 체제압에 너무
Thank you, Cassette.
집착하지는 마. 이곳의 목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
We'll do that. And then we want to make sure he dies. Then you. Do that. That.
퍼레이드와 피날레.
Okay. Excellent. One shot that guy.
따스한 피 스며드는군.
And we get Festival on the road. Holy moly, that was unlucky. She failed. She got like a 1 in 4, like 3 times in a row. That's crazy. Alright, excellent. And that guy's dead.
이런 제압은 회사에겐 효율적일지는 몰라도 직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 법이지. 그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 한상
I mean,
체제압에
this is
너무
pretty
집착하지 마.
straightforward stuff.
이곳의 목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
Oh no, I meant to do that. Okay. We'll do that. Sure, why not?
퍼레이드와 피날레.
I do not feel particularly endangered, and she is at maximum sex. Look at all that. Oh, oh, satisfaction. Oh my gosh, she just killed so many people all at once. Oh yeah, I love this team.
이런 제압은
Manager
회사에겐
just kills 4 of them
효율적일지는 몰라도
single-handedly.
직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 법이지. 그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 한상 체제압에 너무 집착하지는 마. 이곳의 목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건 관리자님도
나선
알고
속을
있잖아.
벗어날 순 없다.
The manager should once again fucking
누구와의
annihilate
기회를
all of them.
하사한다.
산초류 경을 온 라샹글.
La Sangrada Sancho. Awesome.
쏟아내라.
And they're all dead. And then it's just this last guy.
그 시선 경멸스럽군.
Who lives at 20. And then we got a big boy. Hello, big boy.
이런 제압은 회사에겐
Juicy
효율적일지는
squeezer.
몰라도 직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 법이지.
Hello, Bun Bun.
그
Juicy
희생을
Squeezer,
값싼
Bun
대가로
Bun.
여기는 게 아니라면 한상 체제압에 너무 집착하지는 마. 이곳의 목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건
That's unfortunate for us. We apply bleed to ourselves, so he's going to be stronger than normal. Inflict fragile on a fucking unbreakable coin is crazy. Okay, so we want to kill the ads before he does his special thing. Damn. This music is crazy. I don't want fragile on her. I'll take fragile on her though. You know what? Let's do this. Okay.
따스한 피. 스며드는 그래. 왕의 비호를 하사한다.
따뜻한 피 꿰뚫리고
Yeah. Since I used that ego down there, he's not going to lose his bleed count throughout the whole turn. He's not going to lose count or potency. So he's going to take loads more damage. And he's going to be set up to take a whole bunch more damage on the next turn too.
아름다운 춤을 추는 건 나뿐이어야 해. 그러니
Excellent.
이 발목을 잘라버리면
Wow, 74 damage is a lot more damage than I expected it to deal, actually.
그 승리로 이끌
때가 왔나.
Let's do that. And then just all in on him. Let's do
떨거지는
that.
잘라낸다.
베르츄레.
Yeah. Awesome.
왕의 비호를 하사한다.
And he has 4 parade now. Look at all that bleed.
그저 하염없이 모든 피를 먹고 그래 그렇게 황홀히 피어나고
Fuck him up.
피어나라.
Yeah, baby.
꿰뚫려.
Alright. Damn. Look at all that damage he's taken.
추잡하네.
And he got staggered.
기대라.
That's a lot of damage. Oh
이번에도
my
멋지게 해냈네.
goodness gracious.
엔젤라님에게 잔뜩 칭찬을 들었겠어.
Oh
당신의
yes.
부부는 이곳을 좀 더 멋지게 바꾸는
Oh,
게
that was
좋을 거야.
satisfying.
같은 그럴듯해
I killed him in
보이지만
2
하나도
turns.
재미없는 소리 말이야.
Yummy. Wasn't as complicated as I had thought. Eyes forward. The largest hostile remains standing. Do not drop your guard until it is eliminated. That was amazing. Thank you. I love this team. The vampires go crazy. Well, just keep ahead of that plodding freak of a turtle and we're sorted. Ain't as if the bastard's spitting venom that eats you to the bone. Besides, if it was that dangerous, Clockhead wouldn't have shoved the rest of them off to the lobby for a breather, yeah? Yet, should it be allowed to land but a single blow? Thou shalt be crushed betwixt its jaws in dreadful haste. Young Marisol, too, was consigned to such a fate. Sob. I only asked him to slow down so we could proceed more safely. Didn't think it would turn out like that. I feel so bad. I, too, found myself on the verge of becoming prey to it, but Marisol's unhesitating interposition spared me that outcome. I am indebted to him. That Sepra bloke running this place was a real sod, too. Kesed, was it? Kept nattering while we were busy scrapping, and now that it's over, he switched the radio off just to sort himself a coffee. Maybe it's his way of saying that the best welfare perk for employees is neglect. Haha. Excuse me, less talking and more helping, do you mind? I know we all think it's an easy fight, but that thing is absolutely durable. And I don't know how much more we have to throw at it to get... Huh? I don't know, it wasn't that durable. Her irritated muttering spilling into motion, Ishmael swung her weapon through the air hard against the gigantic bug's carapace. And as though that had been just the blow needed to end it, the creature split into pieces, its bulk crashing to the floor in chunks. With that, The bulbous, engorged orange pustule on the insect's back burst with a sticky, wet pop, spraying its contents all over Ishmael. First green and now orange. You've got a knack for getting sprayed. Are you okay, Ishi? No. Just stay over there. This is nothing. I've been splashed with far worse at sea. Wait a minute. This somehow smells familiar. You poor Ishmael. It's fair, but it's also the person who is like has been covered in whale guts and mermaid blood and just like coated in it and went into the stomach of a whale. Like she's out of everyone, she's maybe the most experienced and the least caring and getting covered in terrible fluids. That look. What was that? For a split second, her face brightened just to scrunch up into a grimace. Oi, what's wrong? Ease up, Heath. Some of that stuff even got into her mouth. Just think about how awful that must feel. Taste, I mean. You probably can't even put it into words. No. Someone get over here and give it a taste. What makes you think we'd fancy a taste of that nasty goo? No, that's not it. I'm not being weird. It's just shocking. Shockingly rank, is it? If you're gonna croak from it, we're not daft enough to queue up and join you. If you keep kicking it like that... darn it. Heathcliff went abruptly quiet as well. I've tasted this before. What? About an hour back. I found aught discarded yonder and thought to retrieve it. He slipped gently between Heathcliff's furrowed stare and Ishmael's resolute nod. Resting within his hands were sheets of paper. One was a garish flyer featuring a mascot raising a soda can with an exaggerated smile. And the other was a booklet that seemed to list up how to use tips for some sort of device. ICC 3 FLO. Bun Bun Juicy Squeezer. Orange Instruction Manual. Table of Contents. Breeding and feeding. Exterior carapace vesicle harvest. Liquid extraction and storage procedures. Heathcliff is gagging and Ishmael is just disappointed. That's a great Ishmael face. That is a hilarious face. So that means no, it can't be. It can't. The flyer, yeah. What does the flyer say? Go on. Shake a shake, zing zing, new launch, dancing bun bun orange flavor. It says. We've seen the can on that flyer before. It's the same can that's still within our line of sight. The same can that Roja is holding in her right hand. The container of Bun Bun's so-called vesicles or pulp. No. That can't be right. That can't be. Roja. We watched Roja unravel, eyes quaking as she muttered to herself. The next instant, the world went dark, as though the candle that had been lighting our path was snuffed out. And we found ourselves back in a familiar place. Oh, you're back, just in time. Hey manager, I found the gustation simulator for you. Powered back to full, along with some minor modifications, given your anatomical limitation that keeps mastication off the list of your physical abilities. But before we proceed, would you care to explain the cause of this collective display of nausea? No, I can't be. It's not possible. This one seems to have completely lost her senses. Was the ordeal more challenging than expected? No, the ordeal itself was fine. It's just that there was another ordeal that we had to... When time permits, I will need to research and develop an interpretive device for that clockwork tick-tock. This mode of communication is certainly less than efficient. In any case, I took the liberty of installing the dancing bun bun beverage flavor you requested in the simulator. Try activating the function and see whether you're able to taste it. No thanks. You're shaking your head. Is that a sign of refusal? Yeah, I'm good. Sorry, guys. Maybe this will be the only time that the absence of a mouth feels like a blessing. I'm good. It's like slurm. It's like slurm.
오랜 목마름도 어버이를 향한 죄책감도 피를 마시는 순간에는 생각나지 않을 거다. 그러니
I love the damage charts of this team. The team is just like funneling manager. Low 400, high 400, high 400, low 700, 2,150. I love it. Now she did have double the skill slots of all of the other ones, but still. Okay. I don't know. Welfare team captain. So to recap, the soda was literally a bioengineered flavor. To recap, the soda was grown off of the back of giant insects. Yes. The jelly for it, yeah. They just took the jelly off, harvested it, and put it into a can. Like Slurm. I might as well do hard mode. Let's switch it up though. Let's go with our index team.
자, 판 돌아갑니다.
안 돌아갑니다.
저 활활 타는 마음도 오래 가진 못할 거야. 식기 전까진 열성적으로
오케이.
해보는 것도 괜찮겠지.
No. Let's do that. Hopeless? Oh my god. Alright, I guess I'll have Rodian eat it. Thanks, Rodian. That's swinging into her.
기다려 주시게. 마법의 삐삐님이 전해주는 지령의 해석이 조금.
Well, he can take it. A lot better. I see, that's well for team captain. Okay. So he'll get hit. And then I will have her take this.
예측할 수 없게.
하나, 둘,
관리자님은 그래도 어디에 누군가처럼 직원들을 사지로 내몰진 않네.
You got this, Ishmael. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Staggered him, too. That's alright, Rodian.
잊어. 절대죠.
징계팀에서 다 망가뜨린 줄 알았는데 멀쩡한 장비가 남아있었나 봐.
좋아. 지령에게
클리포트
불확실한 것이
억지력이
Alright.
높아진 지금 서둘러 제압을 마치는 게
He's
좋을
been
거야,
unlocked, and
관리자.
she's been unlocked. Oh, and he has the target now. That is very good for us. We want you. Or we'll give that a try. Oh man, why are they all attacking her? I don't want them to attack her, really. Let's try to kill them. Maybe we let one swing through. Which one's worse? This one's not bad. So let's swing, kill that guy.
지령에
Okay.
참격하기 위해서.
제압 계획의 규모가 너무 큰 거 아니야? 적당히 쉬엄쉬엄해도 괜찮을 텐데.
No. Ow. Oh, that's really bad, maybe. I should just let Faust lose so that Don Quixote could get her attack off unopposed.
셋째.
Thankfully, Mr. North's father is crazy.
네.
Please don't stagger her.
지령에
Oh
대한
my
소개팅이야.
god.
이런 제압은 회사에겐 효율적일지는 몰라도 직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 법이지. 그 희생을
Thank
값싼 대가로
goodness.
여기는 게 아니라면
Okay.
한상체 제압에 너무 집착하지는 마. 이곳의 목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
Oh man, he is too fragile. Maybe what I do is I make sure she eats that. And that she eats that. I'll kill you. Actually, him getting staggered would not be terrible. Let's do that. And you'll eat the other one. Okay.
그는 어디까지 각오했을지.
그대 흔들렸군.
다섯.
Nice.
여섯째.
Jesus Christ.
좋아. 코이.
Oh my god.
미래를 과거와 같이.
이런 제압은 회사에겐 효율적일지는 몰라도 직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 법이지. 그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 한상체 제압에 너무 집착하지는 마. 이곳의
오케이.
목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
I don't have enough resources for her to get an eagle yet? That's crazy. Who's the target? You're the target. I need to cancel that. Oh man, I guess I'll do that. Okay.
날카롭고 정확하게.
Really? They didn't even stagger him. Oh man, she's so weak. In comparison.
여기 심장이 잠깐 좀 뺏기. 억제 완료.
Nice. You got staggered. We actually want that to happen.
차라리 아무것도 남지 마라.
And then Kozan.
삼코.
굳이 직접
괜찮아.
목격하지 않아도
그것까지
느낄 수
신경 쓰는
있겠어.
건
저를
힘들었겠지.
기억할지.
이런 제압은 회사에겐 효율적일지는 몰라도
Hey, welcome back, man.
직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 법이지. 그
Oh, man,
희생을
look at
값싼
him.
대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 한상체 제압에 너무 집착하지
Oh, oh, it's the
이곳의
first time.
목적이 그런 게
Okay, check this
아니라는
shit out. This is
건
crazy.
관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
I need to see what color she is. She's red. You need to do that. Check this shit out.
어디까지 각오했을지.
In a second.
헤르메스의 의지. 내가 유쾌하게 그대 선택받았으니 파도가 밀려드는구려.
관리자님, 아무래도 직원 한 명의 부서 배치가 잘못된 것 같아.
지키기 위해서.
굳이 직접 목격하지 않아도 느낄 수
이런 제압은 회사에겐 효율적일지는 몰라도
Alright,
직원들의
I mean,
희생이
he's at
항상
9
뒤따르는 법이지.
with
그
sizzling
희생을
wound.
값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 한상체
See?
제압에 너무 집착하지는 마.
Didn't get hers to go
이곳의
off.
목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건
She's at 6,
관리자님도
so
알고 있잖아.
yeah. We want to swing it in with those. Can't let her get hit at all, though. But you know who can get hit? Ishmael is pretty healthy. It's still a better idea for her. So let's do this.
지령에 따라 참격.
그 슬픈 눈빛
Awesome.
헉 좋구려. 5.
And this should fully unlock our dear Don Quixote.
몇 번이고?
충정.
Oh
지령
my
대중
god.
무엇을 사는 것도 지령할 때 두렵지 않습니다.
I don't think y'all are ready. Oh my god, she's at 3 sharpen. Max tears. Negative 40 SP. She's at level 9, final unlock, acknowledgement. He's at full grace, sizzling wound. He doesn't have his perk creation yet, but he's at final unlock. She's also at 9 grace. I am set. What comes next is they funking die.
여덟, 앞으로 하나. 여기 심장이 잠깐 저리 댔기에.
지키기 위해서 너도 누군가에게
야.
낚여졌지만 죽는
야.
것도 사는 것도
야.
지령했대. 두렵지 않습니다.
이런 제압은 회사에겐 효율적일지는 몰라도
Alright.
직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 법이지. 그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 한상체
Can I
제압에
save
너무
it? I can
집착하지는
save
마.
it, can't I? Huh.
이곳의 목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
그대는 어디까지 각오했을지.
I should be able to save it.
그 슬픈 눈에 여기 심장이 잠깐 저리 댔기에. 여기 심장이
Oh my goodness gracious.
잠깐 저리 댔기에.
I've never had a battle last long enough to get him to this point.
지키기 위해서 수행되었습니다.
나가리판이네. 다음.
죽는 것도 사는 것도 지령했대. 두렵지 않습니다.
이런 제압은 회사에겐
Now
효율적일지는
this
몰라도
is much
직원들의
more
희생이
what I
항상
was looking
뒤따르는
for.
법이지.
Did I miss the spring
그 희생을
cultivation?
값싼
No, you did
대가로
not.
여기는 게
I have not
아니라면
started that yet.
한상체 제압에 너무 집착하지는 마. 이곳의
I have
목적이
not
그런 게
started. Don't worry.
아니라는 건 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
Oh, did she reset? She did reset. You are in time for this though.
예측할 수 없게.
헤르메스의 의지. 내내 격정적으로. 파도가 밀려드는구려.
Jesus Christ.
충족. 지령은 죽는 것도 사는 것도 지령했대. 두렵지 않습니다.
이런 제압은 회사에겐 효율적일지는 몰라도 직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 법이지. 그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게
Look at
아니라면
this shit,
한상체
dude.
제압에 너무 집착하지는 마. 이곳의 목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
지령에 따라
다섯.
Wow.
올인이었나요?
차라리 아무것도 남지 마라.
죽는 것도 사는 것도 지령했대.
이런 제압은
두렵지
회사에겐 효율적일지는
I
몰라도
mean, yeah.
직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 법이지. 그 희생을 값싼
You're never
대가로
flashing
여기는 게
her.
아니라면 항상 체제압에 너무 집착하지는 마.
운명적인 죽음.
죽는 것도 사는 것도
이곳의 목적이
지령할
그런
때
게 아니라는 걸
두렵지 않습니다.
버리자는
These are the
건
last
알고
ones,
있지만
right? Indeed. Yep.
당신
Goodbye.
짝패군요.
그 슬픈 눈빛 헉 좋구려.
There's one of them.
그 슬픈 눈빛 너무
There's
유쾌하게.
another one of them.
그댄 선택받았으니
There's a third. And don't. Oh. Bruh.
죽는 것도 사는 것도 지령할 때
이번에도 멋지게
두렵지
해냈네.
않습니다.
엔젤라님에게
Bro.
잔뜩 칭찬을 들었겠어?
I didn't realize I was on a
당신의
time
누구는
limit
이것을
either.
좀더 멋지게 바꾸는데 일조할 거예요.
I had
같이
that.
그럴듯해 보이지만
I
하나도
didn't
재미없는
realize I was on a time limit. Wow, I actually was gonna win that. I don't know. Okay,
언제라도
whatever, bro.
지령을 끝마쳤다면
Whatever.
괜찮소. 내게 단 하나
It works.
완전히 맞춰야 할 지령은
I won in my mind.
아직 오지 않았으니까.
Okay. I'll use my tickets to pull some more. Oh, cool. Oh, bro, I already have both of them. Fucking baited me. Bruh. Alright. Into the spring cultivation. The spring cultivation. Okay. People are using Lei Hung as a punching bag to test out the new units. That makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, he is like the big unkillable bad guy. The staple big unkillable bad guy. Okay. I need more yang. That's what I'm trying to get me. And I need she. And let's do that. Oh, wait. But people don't really teach Xi and Yang at the same time. I will do that just to help level them up too. Do some more D&D. And some more testing of poison. And some more Power Rangers. Judgment containment. That's funny. In regards to everyday activity, involvement of unnecessary emotions and personal judgment is to be wasteful. I'm gonna need you to elaborate on that. Then I will share an excerpt from Sinclair's exchange with the manager 32 days ago. Begin quote. Huh? 32 days ago? What? Excuse me. Excuse me, Dante. I'm sorry to, ask you this, but most of us are fatally wounded, so could you please turn the clock just one more time? End quote. An unnecessary interjections weighted down your request. Weighed down your request. Wow, that's pretty bad. Did I really stutter that badly? It is a waste of time to evolve emotions when delivering unfavorable news. The same message could have been delivered with merely 2 words. We failed. Let us commence field practice. Do not ask me a single question for the next 5 minutes. Huh? Well, okay, sure, seems easy enough. Suddenly, Mersel let out a cry as he clutched his chest and fell to the floor. Oh, are you okay? Marcel, are you okay? His eyes snapped open. Task failed. 5 minutes have not passed. You're cheating. This reminds me of the incident Sinclair had so desperately wished to hide. What? The what? Who wished to what? Despite your belief that no one would ever find out your secret, there was one person who got to the bottom of the incident. Come on, just what did you see? You failed again. Took the class. Took the class. That's it. Done. Marisol, you are funny. Oh, 9 to 5. Wing employees of the month? Oh, you restore morale with that too. Okay. Wow, then you restore a lot of morale with the 2 of them together. Because he restores 40 morale. So if it's another 20, you can restore 60 morale just by having them in the same thing. That's crazy. Well, I want to upgrade Honglu. Now we need both Shi and Yang pretty badly. So let's do those. And now he's been leveled up. Excellent. This is cute. I like this little game. I like spring cultivation. Whoa, look at all that. That's a lot. Intelligence acquisition. Corner your enemy. Well, that is exactly the spread I was looking for, so I will take it. I think I'll do these 2 again. Yeah. Attention! Today's lesson will cover intelligence acquisition. In other words, men, you will learn how to gain information from people. Hey, I'm pretty good at that. You just have to turn them to your side by being generous with my spending, and by setting a good example as a superior, they'll eventually open up. Fool. Huh? That is amongst the worst strategies I've ever had the displeasure of hearing. Do you not see how wasteful it is to spend a limited military budget? How wasteful it is to spend so much precious time trying to butter them up? Marisol is so good. I love him. He's great. I'm looking forward to his canto. I'm gonna read Stranger. The Stranger. I'm gonna read it. I was actually gonna read it with Aurora, but we both forgot. That reminds me. I'm gonna remind him again. I reminded myself we were going to read The Stranger. Want to tonight? Pogger. Okay. The most efficient means of obtaining intelligence is torture. Torture? Ha! I'd say that's the worst strategy I've ever had the displeasure of hearing. I'd rather not waste my clan's strength on something so utterly useless. Basically, if you end up accidentally killing them. Foolishness, foolishness. Jeez, can you stop saying that? How simplistic and disappointing. Your imagination falls short. Is that, sorry, I accidentally clicked. Your imagination falls short if that is all you can think of when you hear the word torture. Then, this unit. This isn't exactly a military unit. Ahem, then this Hongyuan may indeed be beyond your ability to lead. Well, I'm waiting. Get on with your lesson. The mention of Hongyuan seemed to have put Jichun in a thoughtful mood, so she stopped arguing and began to focus. The most effective method of torture isn't physical. Things like waterboarding, electrocution, they're all inferior. Today you will learn the torture of language. With this method, you will always find the answer you want. Use speechcraft to entrap their minds. I was reading ahead, and my tongue got twisted. Slowly constrict around them. And let them take brief sighs of relief every time they give you an answer. That, cadets, is how you will be learning today. To your positions. You learn some threats and intimidating expressions to use to frighten the target. Yay! Get some more of that. I'm excited for our next session, class. They look like they're doing pretty well. You store morale can be destroyed but not defeated. We can place the one. Okay. Let's fuck this person up, baby. Oh, yeah. So I hear you've defeated Shi Huazhen. You would do best not to let that get to your head. He's always been our family's greatest shame. Hey, watch yourself. Haven't you learned not to underestimate the family underdogs? What? Oh, you don't know? You see, I managed to talk Shi Huazhen into, What? No, it cannot be. You cannot have spilled the beans on my parents. My men are already on their way. But how did you know it was Block 32? I barely managed to get them a hiding spot there. Oh, so it is Block 32. Did you? I did. Huh, wow, that was way easier than it was during class. I've heard stories about how you've changed. I didn't know you changed into such a heartless woman. Say something, damn it. Don't just stand there completely expressionless and... Oh, I see. You won't be shaken by silly little things like this, is that it? That it may befit the seat of the hierarch. However, a leader who responds with silence to their inferiors, a leader who considers them only disposable tools, is bound to rot. I, Shi Xijing, refuse to let someone so unqualified as yourself retain power. Yummy. Oh no. Okay, thank you.
조금씩 앞으로.
Yeah, fuck him up.
망설이지 않고 한 번.
She inflicts a lot of rupture count, huh? L. L Shi Jing. Major L. Take that L. Damn it, I was so close. Did you ever really take the time to think about what might happen if Big Sister Yuan Shun actually gained control of Hong Yuan? Sure, it's going to be all buddy-buddy at first. She's going to acknowledge the authority of the board of directors, buddy you up, compensate you for your efforts. But soon you're going to see people from other nests coming in here and taking up administrative positions under the guise of advisors. And it's the small families and clans that are going to suffer first. And when that time comes, I bet you'll be saying the same thing then. I was so close. It's going to be a while before the other members of your family are let go, you know that already. They committed treason, thinking they were piggybacking off Big Sister Yuan Chun's forces, when in reality she had already discarded them before it began. She's made sure that nothing about this treason is going to stick to her. Now let's think about this carefully. About Jia Yuan Chun's vision for Daguan Yuan. Will it be more H Corp or Q Corp? I see the point you're making. But you've not given us any reason to trust you either. What guarantee do I have that you won't just toss us aside when we're no longer useful? It's about that hiding place where you put your parents you just accidentally let slip. I'd known their whereabouts for a while, actually. My Heisho had identified their location long ago, but I didn't do anything because there wasn't any evidence that pointed to your parents' involvement. Is that true? Just how low is your opinion of the hierarch? Big Sister Yuan Shun made a big show of her own influence at the assembly, but I still have tight control over the Heisho of the family hierarch. But I thought you were arresting every member of the Shi family without even questioning them. What was it again? That leaders must take good care of those who are in the same boat as them? Why would any hierarch go around arresting innocent people of H-Corp left and right, unnecessarily making more enemies for themselves? I sure don't plan on doing that. Yeah. Fuck 'em up, Jia Chun. Taking care of children, TCOC. I love it, actually. That's awesome. Who combos with Faust? Or Otis? Ishmael does. We're gonna do Dawn because I love Dawn. TKTDWK. Teaching kids to deal with kids, she says. Looks like your manager's not the only one who needs a translator. I would have liked to teach a particularly bloody art class, but that AL black hair discarded my lesson plan. Yeah, no. I don't think your lesson plan would have flown even if Jilu wasn't there, artless or otherwise. So in today's class, I'll SYNC if you're a UA. What? But I'll SCAN if you're a UC. I'll snap your neck completely if you're an unruly adult, but I'll soothe, coax, and nurture if you're an unruly child. Did you guys rehearse this or something? Am I getting franked right now? No, not at all. Just listen carefully, evaluate the context, and there you have it. What context? What context am I supposed to evaluate? Let the art do the talking. MTL, kids. Oh yeah, there's much to learn. Class is about to begin. Bring the class material, attendant. Yes. Upon the venerable family hierarch's orders, I have brought a child from the Wang family. Why is she in? No, wait. What? You brought a who from the what family upon whose orders? Too many travel restrictions here, so I borrowed the rich kid's attendant. You've been ringing her along to get you places, huh? No, I mean, just... What do you mean you brought the kid on my orders? Ryoshu snuffed out her cigarette, opened the window to clear out the smoke, dusted off her clothing a few times, and only then brought the child to the elevated platform in front of the class. The kid's kind of trembling and anxious looking. I extend my greetings to the venerable hierarch. That kid's scared out of his mind. Memories of childhood are important. They're the experiences that shape your future. Observe and learn. What's up with you acting all serious all of a sudden? Though I do agree that childhood memories are important. My memories with Big Brother Value are wit. Anyways, moving on, you heard nothing. The point is, I think becoming approachable to kids here might help prevent a lot of potential future conflicts. But you've got your work cut out for you. Children of Duanyuan are extremely wary of anyone who's not in their immediate family. Even worse, you pretty much tricked that kid here using my name. He must be terrified. And I imagine his parents must have given him a lot of warnings, too. I'll give you a demonstration. Behold. I gained a so-so level of knowledge on how to talk to children. I love it. Wow, he's really taking a liking to her. Yeah, he wouldn't stop crying when we tried to get him to calm down. Besides, how's she even doing that with her hands? Not even masters of martial arts move like that. Ryoshu was practically giving him no time for any other distractions or even a moment to cry. She was taking care of the kid almost effortlessly. She was employing all kinds of tactics, including, but not limited to, ventriloquism, kongju, a traditional Hongyuan toy, fan tricks, sugared fruits, and eventually, hee. Don't pull too hard. The child ended up piggybacking on Ryoshu, the fear that he showed earlier gone without a trace. Never would have imagined Ryoshu would be good at this. Neat. Well, she does have a child. With the exact same expression as her usual one, Ryoshu was gently caressing the child. Well, to be more exact, she was giving him a gentle pat. But I think I get it. Showering kids with tasty stuff and gifts isn't the best way to go about it. What's important is understanding just the kind of person I am. Yeah, the kid's really on edge for his age. I'd start to make some progress, but whenever he suspected I was lying or something, he'd immediately go back to being on guard. That's also because he's a Daguanyuan kid. Kids don't survive this place for long if they're not quick on the uptake. Venerable hierarch, may I ask you something? Well, asking's free, but I gotta tell you, it's gonna depend on what you're about to ask whether I can help you or not. Huh? Wrong move, rookie hierarch. Why say all that when TWDT? You don't get the immaculacy of succinct abbreviations. Ryoshu grabbed the child's shoulders, brought him before Jiaji-chun, then, in her usual curtness, spoke precisely 2 words to the confused child, and that seemed to do the trick. Speak, kid. My big sis said that when the family hierarch war's over, I can play with tons of friends. But their parents told them to stay inside because it's too dangerous outside. My cousin says you're the biggest and the baddest of Hongyuan, venerable hierarch. So I wanted to ask if you can make the Guanyuan safe. I want to play with my friends. Gotcha. I'll review your suggestion positively. She says she'll totally make it happen. Sometime later, after Jiren guided the child out of the classroom, I found Jiaji-chun whispering something to herself. You've got a lot on your plate, huh? Dealing with restructuring days is just one of them. I was going to try to improve the safety of this place anyway, whether he asked me to or not. Safe enough for a kid like that to run around the market on his own. A place where he doesn't have to be afraid to go outside. We learned some more threats and intimidation. Oh, huge success in the next class. Okay. Alright, what are the Ryoshu ones other than the one with Dawn? Okay, so Sinclair specifically gains Yang. Weird. Okay. I would like to try Don Quixote and Ryoshu in the same thing again. And to see what the next class, like, huge success is. So we'll do that. We'll do that. Okay. Oh, that's about to master. Holy shit, look at that. Plus 33, baby. That's thick. Jing Gang Bolus, passive improved. Offense level. Skill improved. Learned a passive. Gained a level. My goodness. All about the poker face. We'll do that. You know something? Everyone communicates with their eyes even before they talk. So you better pay attention to what their eyes are saying. Great. That's really great, but I don't know. It just feels like an oddly specific subject to be talking about, especially when we're sitting around a gambling table. Sinclair, given the time limit, this just happened to be the fastest and clearest method of demonstrating and training your abilities to control your emotions. The combo info stays if you want to do the event again. Thank you. Yeah, the combos are interesting. Given the time limit, having the clearest way to control your emotions. I swear, I had no ulterior motive. I was practically forced to do this. Wait, stop glaring at us like that and join us at the table. I am only briefly visiting my lady to pick up some paperwork. As there is still much work to be done, I'll be leaving in no time. Ah, come on, guy. You know this game needs 4 players. I refuse your invitation. I must say it's ridiculous of you to force my lady to partake in such a base activity. And what audacity to invite me as well. Oh, so you don't think you have a chance, huh? Wow. And here I thought you'd at least be better than me at this game. Fine, fine, I get it. Don't play a game where you don't have a snowball's chance in hell in winning. It's a good philosophy, I subscribe. Do you seriously think your shallow, obvious attempts at goading me into playing this game will work? Huh? Huh? What? Sorry, Scrib says what? So wait, try the table. Alrighty, the lesson's pretty straightforward. You three will work together to ensure I don't win. In other words, make sure I'm not number 1 by the end of it. Well, that seems easy enough. But be warned, I have the special power to read into your minds without even hearing a word out of your mouths. Let me give you a demonstration. Let's see. Sinclair, I see the corners of your lips twitching while your eyes are suspiciously wandering over there. You're looking to form a pong, aren't you? And Chun, you... And you want this dong tile I've got. Now I know to never ever discard this tile. Wait, how'd you... Oh. Honestly, it would have been tougher for us not to know. You could let yourself be anxious, sure, but don't ever, ever let it peek through. The moment someone smells your weakness, they're gonna eat you right up. And wait, you... Using the guns of your glasses to hide your eyes, huh? This ain't gonna be easy. Your greatest mistake tonight was allowing me to sit at this table. I already know the hand you've got right there. Oh, you do? Not bad. But you're just as much of an open book, my guy. You just need that one junk tile, don't you? Sorry, not sorry. You're not getting that tile because it's not there. Gong. I see. You called Gong Meld so you can claim the Zhang, which was the rearmost tile, didn't you? Does that, by any chance, imply that you somehow know the location of every tile in this game? Nah, no way. I just have the 6th sense for bad vibes. Very well. Never once did I think I would ever step back to this dark world of shadows, but very well. Then I'll be sitting in this far side and, whew, I'm impressed. They're way too intense. I could hardly get involved. Guys, isn't this supposed to be a class for us? Shh, my lady. The importance of this moment could not be overstated. I see you swapped out your ready hand, did you? What do you think? 3 quartiles in a row, huh? So you've got some innate luck, too. Very well, I'll wager it all in this wand suit. The writing is so fire. It is quite fun. I like it a lot. Whew, I won. Hoo. That's a King Yao Jiu hand. Your downfall was written the moment you forced me to discard Zhang. Aw, darn. I lost that, huh? Well played. Did you see that, my lady? I apologize for that Volca display, my lady. I will bring some tea. Wei, victorious, stumbles out of the room with his shoulders slumped. He got. Honestly, Rogia just fucking played him. By playing various games with Rogia, I didn't just learn how to hide my expressions. I learned how to hide my gesture shells, too. I learned some threats and intimidating expressions I could use to frighten the target. I want to do the like big success thing again. Let's do those. Because then the Ji and Yang will go up big time. Is the idea. Yeah. Huge success in the next class. Yeah. Look at that, plus 21 to both of them. Oh wow, it's a master already? That's crazy. Torture technique passive. Let's do... those? Maybe? No. I should try to level things up. Let's do those. Alright. Oh, Ji-Chun gains 50% to all stats gained from class. If you have those two. Okay. Oh, and Sinclair gets 50% of all of them from her side. Interesting. Those both went to Master. Damn. Look at all that. Okay. I heard from Big Bro that you sent your coins to Big Brother Q. Every hand, once in circulation, goes round and round until it eventually returns to their original owners. I like Wang Zhao. He's cool. He's been cool so from what I've seen. I also heard that some of the Wang family helped with removing the foreign powers from here. Why? I only wanted to prevent this place from getting robbed blind. I live here, you know. This is where my wealth lies. Well then, can I ask for your public support? Oh, I applaud your audacity in thinking someone who just gave you the moon should be asked for the stars as well. Everyone and their mothers knows in whose hands the true political power of Hangyuan lies right now. With that in mind, let's see I do announce my public support to you. I'm not going to have a voice to speak with by the time the powers that be are done with me. Look, if Big Sis Yuan Chun genuinely believes that I'm not fit to be the family hierarch, then I'll happily remove myself from power. But she's affiliated with Q Corp. Do you seriously believe she has Hangyuan's best interests at heart? With all these conspiracies she's been weaving under the surface, all those business details and clearly skewed policies? I do not. But you're going to present yourself as the alternative, then you have to be someone concrete enough to rely on. Let me just say that about half of the board's directors' votes may as well be considered as abstaining. They're keeping their silence because they're afraid of Yuan Chun's retaliation. So your remaining task is to convert those silent votes in your favor. Oh, not shaken at all by that, huh? I thought you'd get that lost, wondering look in your eyes. Guess I'll have to work on my poker face. No. Most people would have failed to pick that up. You've certainly changed since the evaluation. Your growth shows a lot of promise. Maybe that's why he handed his coins over to you. Well, I guess that's not the only thing he handed over to you, I suppose. Hangyuan's tomorrow. Anyways, I should probably do as I'm told for now, My cousin will be your opponent today. Hello, King Shan? I won't accept you as my hierarch just yet. Fight me. Prove that you're better than I am. Only then will I accept you. Yeah, I like Wang Zhao. He's cool.
중요한 건 내가 어떤 사람인지 알게 하는 것.
Alright.
좋아, 구조는 파악했어.
Fuck him up. Yeah. I guess fuck her up. King Shang. Wang King Shang. I'm sorry if I fucked up any of the pronunciations of any of these names. I'm not good with Chinese names. I can do Japanese names, but I cannot do Chinese names very well. Aw, she has the Honglu and then the Otis in the background. I like it. That's fun. What? Got something you want to say to my face? Yeah. Don't give my little brother your crap. Your little brother? You know who I'm talking about. Do you have any idea of the mess you left behind when you yoinked that kid away? That buzzcut kid was her little brother. You can barely even hold on to your seat, which you're about to lose soon anyway, and you have the gall to give him false hope? I know it's all just politics to you, but kids really believe you, you know. I heard from the kid that you seemed relieved upon hearing what I said. Told me you were happy for once to hear that he had a fun time after being barred from playing with his friends with how things are in Hongyuan. Shut up. Besides, it's not all just hot air. What? I wasn't making an empty promise when I said I'll change Hongyuan to be a place where everyone can live without fear. And for that, I'm going to protect my seat no matter what it takes. You'll fail. Not with you on my side. We all know what Big Sister Yuan Chun's Hongyuan looks like. It'll be exactly the same in essence, and it will be the same for the foreseeable future. Tell me, are you sure you're okay with handing over the same burden we've carried all our lives to your little siblings? No, of course not. Wang Qingshan left in a hurry. But that look in her eyes told me there was conflict brewing in her. Yeah, we gotta change their minds. Alright. Fighting's all about morale. What are we missing on more? Yawn. We'll do those two. Right, lads, listen up. I love it. This ain't gonna be like them boring old classes you've been sitting through. You've got to leave the desk behind once in a while and learn some real life lessons, yeah? Right, so here's the deal. You want to break their morale before the brawl even begins. Brawl? Learn this by heart, and you'll be kicking those twats' arses left and right and center. That's not exactly what I'm looking for. So Heathcliff, I've got to ask this question. Something about your club seems different. Looks a lot more colorful. Bollocks. Lad catches on quick. That Waybloke said something about how swinging around a real club might come off as too threatening and confiscated it. That high-tech weapon cries boop when it hits people. I see. Oh, don't you underestimate me because I'm holding a different bludgeon. Let's get on with it. Straighten your shoulders, eyes wide open. Let's get cracking. With that, Heathcliff triumphantly raises his newfound weapon towards the sky, and it makes a small boop noise. Had a so-so time sweating things out. I like that you grow wise from that class. Oh, huge success in the next class. The comedy duo, I was right. Huge success, love it. Managed to understand the troubles. Sorry, I thought it said underestimate the troubles for a second. I was gonna be very amused. But that's not what it said. Let's get those two. Do we have a good combo? Only with people we've mastered or with him. Which I don't really need. So let's just throw him in. Let's throw in a knee song. Together. Oh. Damn. Cool. And Family Matters. Wait, so I lost morale and gained morale, but made the success rate go down, but made it a huge success. That kind of rocks. All stats up on that one. And everyone gets more rent. Damn. That was cool. How unexpected. Oh, I see. Hello, drunk. You old drunk. This class. After an uncharacteristic pause, Jilu continued. Will be taught by a guest lecturer who has been invited for your tutelage. A guest lecturer? But I wasn't informed of this. Where are they? I don't know. Maybe they're lost? A little bird told me that the venerable hierarch will gift me a bottle of top-notch cloudy wine straight from Daguan Yuan's brewer. Phooey! There any truth to that, folks? That guy. Hello, Night Drifter. Just stopping by to see if I can leech some liquor at this party. Hong Yuan's an awfully miserly place, but you'd spare a shot of liquor for this poor old drifter, won't you? Well, you're clearly not just some poor old drifter. Are you guys acquainted? He ambushed us in our room after the first round of the Family Hierarch War was over. He what? The Family Hierarch War had been over for a while, and everyone in Hong Yuan knows who the winner is. How dare a mongrel like you, who only knows how to mooch off other families, set foot in here? Look at that, let us drunk assassin in. Haha, I see that our youthful hierarch is plenty suspicious. I might have been a guest in many places, but please, I'm no moocher. Put your worries to rest. I'm only a drunkard who enjoys a cool swig of liquor with scenic landscapes at my bar. The sky is my ceiling and the dirt is my bed. The man who had introduced himself as the night drifter of the Drunken Palm leaped down, landing with dexterity that betrayed the rags he wore as clothing, and the terrible stench of liquor emanating from him. Is he seriously... Bad news, Miss Chun. Apparently Jia Yuan Chun's bestowed upon you a new master. Huh? Big Sister Yuan Chun? She also wanted us to deliver the message that she was sending a master because, and I quote, I feel a deep sense of trepidation and pity for my dearest little sister, the neophyte hierarch, who must be struggling left and right without a proper master. Wow, I am beside myself with gratitude. So that's the supposed teacher? This mysterious guy with a mysterious allegiance who might stab us in the back at any time? As you said, family hierarch war is over, and even mongrels of Hong Yuan knows who has the legitimacy here. The incident during the contest was nothing more than business. Job to take care of in return for what compensation they gave me. I hope you don't carry that grudge in your heart. I'm sure you didn't harm your rivals in the family hierarch war out of personal vendetta, did you? Sometimes business is just business. I killed my young Master Baoyu, for they promised to pay off my bar tab. Here I am to give the hierarch a lesson, for they promised to pay off my future tabs. Nothing to be gained by taking out your anger on a gig worker living hand to mouth like myself, don't you think? I'll advise that the optics and the consequences of rejecting a master sent to us by Jia Yuan Chun herself is not going to look too good. I know it's only going to make me look worse, but I'd rather not give Big Sister Yuan Chun ammunition to take me down. And you there, we have eyes tracking your every move, so don't do anything that might rouse unnecessary suspicion. Hey, ain't that a threat? I can hardly taste the wine before such hostility. Despite Saude's dead serious warning, the Night Drifter's response was only a hearty chortle. Before I begin the lesson, I'd like to get an idea of where my 2B pupils are. Now, give me a demonstration, if you will. Swing away. Aha, that's enough. But I was just getting started. Form is flawed. Breathing's hollow. Need I see more? Flawed forms often fight flawed hearts. In other words, your martial prowess is amateurish. What the heck? Is this guy serious? Never had a single master had anything bad to say about my form. Sorry. Your arms are straight. The legs supporting your stance are sturdy and solid indeed. Most masters would not bother themselves to find fault there. But let me pose this question. Are you, my venerable pupil, satisfied with martial arts that are made to dispatch unskilled peasants and no more? Huh? There's more to this than raw strength. Now take a swing at me instead. Alright, you asked for it. Jia Chun takes a powerful swing at the Night Drifter. Your mind outpaces your body. Your intent more transparent than a glass globe. Your edge is dull, for it has little heart for feints. But he deftly weaves his way between her strikes, which fail to even touch the tip of his ragged cloak. Ah. We are far too eager to strike. Focus singularly on your opponent, with force distributed unevenly across your body. So you will fail to cut, and gain a little hole as comeuppance. Then the Night Drifter pokes Jia Chun's back with his twig. Everyone vying for the seat of the family hierarch has to go through it eventually. The first kill. Some say the earlier the better. Mine was when I was 13. Not too early, not too late, just right. It's already been a few years since my foolish brother locked himself in his chamber. Last I heard, he was bedridden for a week after ingesting some poison someone had sent to prank him. I'm not gonna live like that dumbass. Try to relax your body, won't ya? You have a weapon, yes, but one must singularly focus on the opponent. Do try to reflect upon yourself and relax. Let the unnecessary strength go. Let it flow out of your body. Tensing up as you do will naturally shrink your mind, narrow your vision. Hey, Wei, should I send Big Bro a silver spoon or something? It wasn't that bad this time, but what if they give him a way worse poison next time? You know young Master Baoyu won't accept your gift, my lady. I doubt he's even seeking the culprit now. So stupid. Zero interest in anything practical, zero ambition. What a silly, pathetic attitude to have. Just how... But, my lady, it wasn't practicality that guided you when you chose to save my life over maintaining your control over the Wu branch. Some seek the state of anatta, the non-self, but what they seek is the path of the asura, reserved for the likes of blade fiends. You must learn to let go of everything, except for the self. What kind of life is it to live without stepping over others? Let it all go. The gazes, the pressures, all of it. Face yourself, and only yourself. And feel how light it all becomes. After some thought, Ji-Chun's form visibly relaxes. It wasn't just her form that relaxed. Her pursed lips seemed to have found peace as well. She's got it. What should we do about you, my overconfident, proud pupil? Will you maintain your grave and cocky silence? I wasn't being cocky. If my memory hasn't failed me yet, you were one of young Master Jia Baoyu's underlings, correct? Underling. Yeah, however you want to call it, I guess. Sinclair replied with a resigned sigh. Just why do you think it was you, specifically you, amongst his 12 underlings that were chosen to take this class alongside the young hierarch? Sinclair momentarily flashed a flustered expression, taken off guard by the stranger's sudden, pointed question. But he soon regained his composure and replied, well, who else besides me would ever go along with these lesson plans? Don Quixote's gonna ditch out of boredom. Same goes for Roja. Otis will try to take over the class. Not to mention what it'd be like to have Heathcliff here. Ha ha! Such a loquacious list of excuses. Struck a nerve, did I? How come you know so little about yourself? Even less than what I have already learned about you. What are you talking about? A bird that has failed to break its shell in time will rot within its confines. I still don't understand what you're talking about. Even as he said so, Sinclair's expression seemed more like anxiety than confusion to me. Prepare yourself to flit away before the rain. Prepare yourself to flit away before the rain. You won't get another chance should you miss the opportunity. Then the night drifter giggled flippantly, and the suddenly serious attitude was nowhere to be seen. Been a while since I let myself babble on for this long. I suppose I can credit my foolish pupils for that. Prepare to swing away. I'm meditated to empty everything except for the self. I'm still getting there, but I think I've got an idea. Good stuff. By playing games with Roja, I didn't just learn how to hide my expressions, but how to hide my gesture shells too. Right. I don't have to read those. I already read those before. Let's do that. Excellent. Awesome. What it needs is kindness. Oh, that's cute. Who has things with Marisol, do I know? Gregor Marisol is good. Eh. Let's do these three. Tell me about it. Nice. Tell me, help me, Hongru, help me. Okay, he needs one more. He's done. Awesome. Excellent. Okay, let's get into it. Let's win. Hi, Jue Pan. Damn, am I glad I got my head screwed back on. It's a precious sight to watch everyone all freaking out about this child's play. Is it cool if I give some advice? It is, but there's no guarantee I'll listen to it. But I probably will. All the missed news I've been hearing and since I opened my eyes in the recovery room should sound very enticing. I really wish I was there to watch it all. Half the family heads getting arrested for treason. Seat of the family hierarchy going to some inexperienced kid from the Jia family. Not to mention how my lovely little sister had her engagement called off. Now she's been branded as a traitor to her own blood. All the entertainment in the world seems to have happened during my little nap, don't you think? You didn't even show your face at the regular assembly, so I doubt you've any concern for the future of Fang Yuan. So we're just, what are you doing here? You'll be wanting more blue points? Okay. I can do that. Was that she? That's she, isn't it? You're telling me I need more she? I can do the she. That's what she said.
최고의 방책은
Anyway,
전쟁이 일어나지 않게 하는 것.
what I've really been focusing on is just mastering all of them.
구조를 파악했어. 중요한 건 내가 어떤 사람인지 알게
Helping them understand just what kind of a person I am. Nice.
봉황의 날개처럼. 그 해결사의 역경에 비하면 지도자라면 동료를 포기하지 않아.
True leader never abandons her men. I really like the cut-in shots of sinners guiding Shichun. Yeah, they're great. Yeah, fuck him up, Shichun. Why stop now? Decapitate me like my last death, or stab me in the heart, cut my limbs to ribbons. Listen, this duel's just a spar, okay? We don't have to kill each other for this to end. Ha! That wasn't this frustrating. You have the opportunity of a lifetime right before your eyes, and you're too weak to use it. You have everyone who fights you on every step of the way coming to you, practically presenting their heads on a silver platter. You're just gonna let them slink away with these scratches? Get your act together. Family hierarchy war's over, and I'm not gonna kill someone just because they're being a bit uncooperative. How goated is Jichun to destroy Jue Pan when it took us like 7 turns with 7 guys? Yeah, it's pretty valid. She's pretty base like that. Ha ha ha! Get real. Do you have any idea how long it'll take for you to gain even a morsel of power by playing this fool's game? Hey, want to hear a little tip on how you can firmly establish your position as the family hierarch? Kill me in the most horrible, painful, hideous way you can imagine, and hang my corpse by the entrance of that assembly hall over there. Use me to send a clear message, and station every single one of your Heisho packs between every pillar in the assembly hall, and if anyone dares to speak out against you, snip, chop off their head before they can get another word out. 5 days. It'll only take 5 days before everyone starts eating out of your hand. That's how you establish yourself as the hierarch. Fear is power. No, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm here to make Hangyuan a place where people can live without that fear. I thought you, of all people, might understand. Remember how you used to hate hurting people, more so than anyone else. Man, what a boring answer. That was way duller than even my dullest expectation. It'll only take a few years till you break, till you become just like them. Just like the family hierarchs of the past, who couldn't help but ruthlessly weed out any seeds of resistance. Just how many people here do you think will have any grip on their sanity? Maybe I'm only a few years away of becoming an idiot, shuffling aimlessly around to Guanyuan. I can only hope that I won't be a slobbering mess by the time it happens. If something entertaining is going to happen, I can only hope that it happens while I'm still sane. Jue Pan sauntered away, but Jia Chichun found it difficult to move on. Excellent work, my lady. I don't even blame Jue Pan for going crazy after everything. Yes. Jiamu was bad. I mean, all of this shit has been bad. Pretty much. Almost all of it. Excellent work, my lady. You have passed the 4th exam with flying colors. You certainly crushed them for underestimating you. I am... My lady? She seems deeply engrossed in thought. Ha. We're gonna do this. Oh. Sleep. Mood awful. It's true. We'll do this then. Milady seems to be in a particular mood today. It's all useless, isn't it? G-Tune? When these classes end and you guys all leave, guess I'll be spending my days worried to death that an assassin could pop up out of nowhere and kill me at any moment. Consumed by so much paranoia and worry that I'll start switching at shadows cast from lamplights. So it would mean anything for me to, you know, prove to them that I deserve. So would it mean anything for me to prove to them that I deserve to be the hierarch? I've spent my whole life trying to prove to everyone that I have the will and determination to become the family hierarch, and now I have to prove it to everyone that I deserve to keep it? To those bastards, only thought in their empty heads is how they can expand their rooms. Mr. Wei, have you ever heard of playing hooky before? Playing hooky? Is it a euphemism for eliminating your enemies? Well, I rarely did it back when I was in school, but when there's too much going on in your head, you just skip school and go out and play. Oh. I only did it once myself, after a friend talked me into it. I agree. It seems that the time for my lady to clear her head has come. Very well, let us play just one hooky. What are you guys doing? Come on, let's get moving. I gotta prove myself, don't I? Gotta have those bastards' approval, don't I? She's in a terrible mood today, huh? My lady, have you visited the backyard of the Le Shui Hermitage as of late? Le Shui? Maybe? No, but I know what happened there. They threw a few dead bodies in from the massacre a decade ago, turned the pond foul, decided to bury the whole thing. Indeed they did. The stench was so overwhelming and toxic that corpses of animals and plants could be seen floating on its surface, eventually turning the pond into a festering black bog. People passing by had to plug their noses or risk passing out. So why would you bring up something awful like that? It seems that a tree had taken root there, my lady, amidst all the rot. A willow. The willow tree reached deep into the pond with its roots, clearing of it the foul grease, cleansing the water. And one day we found it clear and glittering, thriving with other aquatic plants growing within. What did Sinclair even do in school after Cromer happened? Did he even attend? I doubt it. Why would you go to, like, his parents are dead. His classmates are dead. The town was massacred. Was there even a school? Is another question. No way. There's nobody to pay for his school either. Anyway. It's recovered from the rot, becoming a normal clear pond surrounded by leaves and moss. Some months ago, they introduced a few carps in there, and when they checked again, they were just as vivacious as they were on their first day. Does Sinclair even have his GED? I doubt it. But, hey, he's been to more school than Heathcliff has, I think. And possibly Ishmael. I mean, there's no... Like, Ishmael, all of the knowledge that she seems to have has come from, like, practical, on-boat knowledge. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if several of the sinners never really attended something like that. Like Rogia? She never went to school, that's for sure. Or she went to school, but, like, it was barely paid. She might have talked about that. I don't know. Would you like to visit the pond? She didn't quite buy his explanation, but followed him anyway. You weren't kidding. I avoided this place for so long. Never thought it'd be this clean again. I can hardly believe that this pond used to be a rotten bog. All that happened here was this tree happened to take root. Isong never went to school. He's just that good. I mean, yeah. If you're just based, then that's what matters. If you're just based, you don't need school. What matters, my lady, is patience and determination. Of course, this place had slipped my mind then, as I was quite swamped with work, but the world has a stronger capacity to heal itself than one might imagine. Recovery will follow, as long as there is a steady root to rally around. After a long break that seemed to freshen even our hearts. Nice, you're making good progress. Reform, the light in your eye. You've certainly improved in all aspects. Dare say you've had some change of heart too. Yeah, I do feel a tad more comfortable than I did before. Nice. Took the class. We saw right through each of his assassination attempts. Yusong never went to school. He's just that good. Oh, wait. I already read that. What am I doing? Anyway. He said I need more G. Let's do that. And then him, because I want him to get leveled up. Right, class. Here's a new task to help you lot. Learn how to break your enemies' morale. The moment you shrink in front of your enemies, you've already lost. So don't. Don't matter how many there are or how threatening they look, yeah? Take me, for example. Have you ever turned tail and fled like some milksop, no matter what the enemy we were put up against? I don't think you ever have. Leave it to the nerds to waste time coming up with strategies and what have you. Listen, there ain't a problem in the world if you can't solve by boldly rushing in. Ishmael and Otis would have boldly rushed in headfirst to shake him by his lapels if they'd been here. Here's what I think. Neither of you have got enough pluck. That's why neither of you could say shit against those buggers back in the assembly hall, am I right? Jiachi Chun maintained her silence, the old scar on her pride growing sore again. So, let me help you lot grow some backbone. Try getting mad at me. No need to shrink, lad, stand proud. Well, okay, but how could I... Don't worry about offending me. Yeah, I can take it. When this event came out, someone edited the Earl King fight to have the rubber hammer. That's funny. I like it. Unlike you two, I've built up enough thick skin for all kinds of insults. Thanks to my years in the back streets, I'm bloody invincible. Yeah, well, shut up, Heathcliff. Good lad. You're hardly even a teacher, man. This class sucks. All you're doing up there is standing around trying to look cool. Oh, that one's gonna sing a little. That's it, you little shit. Is what I might have said back in the day. And I probably would have struck you with this hammer. I mean my club. But I've changed too. And so did you. I can see that fire in your eyes. Remember this feeling, yeah? I will. Now let's practice. Looks like both of you have the perfect sparring partner in each other. Grab your weapons, the both of you. Huh? You mean us, me and Chichun. I grew my backbone out by getting into fisticuffs with the boys during my Bat Streets days. They break my arm, I break their legs in return. See what I mean? Is that what besties is supposed to mean? Chichun asked with considerable confusion. Well, let's do this, I guess. You don't want me to go easy on you, do you? I don't. I'm yawning. I'm yawning like a crazy person.
중요한 건 내가 어떤
Uh-oh.
사람인지 알게 하는 거.
Nah, we win these.
좋아. 수준은 파악했어. 봉황의 날개처럼
Like the wings of a phoenix.
그 해결사의 역경에 비하면
This is nothing compared to the trials that Fixer faced. I like it.
다른 누구도 아닌 나 자신을
They never
드러내야
said Sinclair's growth was good for you. Oh, wait, what the fuck? Wait, you can't just pull out the mark on me. What the fuck? What the fuck?
꽃처럼 화려하면서 바람처럼 가볍지만 벌처럼 날카롭게.
Raphael, he's manifesting the mark. Wow, he took 50 damage for his attack, while I took 5. I love bleed. Bleed is just the funniest. It's the funniest thing. I don't even care what you say. Bleed is the funniest status effect in the game. Oh no, stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. It turns unbreakable coins from "oh god, no, please" to Alright, that's good enough. Bloody hell, lad, that was much closer than I thought. Good match. Jeez, don't most people usually lose steam the longer a fight gets? What the heck was that at the end? The two of them clashed with everything they learned, and with all they learned up until the lessons began. I thought for sure that Jiachi-chun would come out on top without breaking a sweat, given that Sinclair was using an identity and the tough training Jiachi-chun had as a family hire candidate, but perhaps thanks to the Night Drifter's teachings, or thanks to that mark on his forehead, I saw a glimpse of Sinclair I'd only seen in select few mirror worlds. You alright, Sinclair? Huh? Yeah. It's not like we're gonna go at it with real weapons. And the fight ended before it got any further, thankfully, so I'm not hurt or anything. Did you find any combos with Night Drifter? I haven't yet. Feeling a bit of fever in my forehead, though. Didn't seem like Sinclair noticed the single yet clear red line that appeared on his forehead. It's not like anything bad happened when that mark manifested back in La Mancha land, but considering that Damien and Rim were the only other people who had ever shown such marks, I couldn't help but worry a little. Hey, you ever run away from home before? Where's this coming from? Going by the way you're acting, it's clear to me that you're a homebody, but there's something behind your eyes that tells me that your life has been all sunshine and rainbows. I wouldn't call it running away from home. It's more like I left home, because I didn't have a choice. How did that feel? The egg around Sinclair cracks once more. Yeah. Like I was melting away into nothing. I suddenly had to face the whole terrible world all on my own. And it was so overwhelming that, well, I'm sure you can't quite commiserate. You've been on top of your game your whole life, after all. I did leave the Guan Yu by my own volition, but if I'm being honest, and here's something I never told Wei, I felt unutterably lost. There was so much I had to do, so much responsibility. I guess neither of us were that ready for the world when we left home. I feel just as lost back home, though. Ah, and there's Heathcliff, too. He also left home. Some time ago, we paid a visit to the manor he grew up in. Heading home must have been pretty exciting for him. You have no idea how much of the journey back he spent gussing up and primping his hair. Something just came up. Class dismissed. Hey, Heathcliff and Faust. Okay, I'll take it. The art of mad dogging. I need more G. You know, Heathcliff is in total anguish knowing that nobody else remembers her. We remember her. He might be in total anguish for that. But at least he can be happy. That we remember her. pathetic response. Still need G. So I'm still gonna take her class. I'm gonna follow her class up, though. That's more G and a big success, so I guess that's pretty good, right? That makes sense to me. Let's do that. So, are you going to teach us any techniques? Haha, it's only been a few days since your training began yet. Either martial arts masters would teach me their secret techniques. So that's what's got you two pouting all of a sudden. Wee, that's some good wine. Very well, I'm in the mood. Let me teach you a useful trick. Really? Tell me. What did I teach you to do as you swung your sticks? Forget all those things that put pressure on me and face nothing but myself and my movements. And that's only the start of it. First, emptiness of sound. Slightest friction from the tips of your toes, the ruffle of your clothes, and your breaths. Erase them all. Erase every ripple and echo you leave upon the world. The night drifter stands before us, but his presence seems as hazy as a mist. Despite the wild movements, we hear nothing. Emptiness of form. To have a form is to provide your foes with clues to predict your next move. Forget the weapons in your hands. Forget your structured form. Break the mold, become the flow. Let only your will remain. Randomness seeps into his movements until all semblance of pattern becomes lost. There was something clownish about his unpredictable movements, but they were so hypnotic and floaty that Jia Jichun and Sinclair couldn't look away. Last, the emptiness of mind. Try not to force the direction of your heart. Empty your desires and intentions both. Stab without thinking. Penetrate without gazing. There's a joke to be made there, for sure. Both Jia Jichun and Sinclair's necks were marked by small imprints of the twig that pressed their skin. And Jilu, who had been standing next to me all along, had leaped a small distance away, seemingly deep in thought. And my neck hurts too. Guess I wasn't spared from the lesson. Wonder if this fits that saying Isang mutters from time to time, to lose one's nose with the eyes open. Immerse yourselves. Make sure your descent is slow and gradual. We've been focusing entirely on the self with your swings thus far, so you should find it quite easy to reach the state of emptiness of mind. Tisk tisk. Didn't I just say one must take it slowly and gradually? To empty your mind already. Ah, I'd have taught you my everything had you entered my tutelage long ago. Am I doing this right? No, wait, I need to relax more. So our new hierarch has found herself the clue to the emptiness of form. What technique is this? It's all movements at the end of the day. Find it entirely unnecessary to give them those flashy names. Truly secret techniques should come without one. Whew. Well, it's supposed to be our ultimate move, right? Wouldn't it be more official to give it a name? Well, in that case, that is some good wine. Guess I'll go with something like, Plaster Sleep Unrestrained Ripples. That name sucks. The class came to an end with an ultimate move that was probably named in haste. Zilu, who had been observing the class from a distance, approaches the Night Drifter. It's been a while since I saw someone give a lesson like this, starting from its very fundamentals. Hehe. Hardly can one find a pupil willing to slowly learn from the very fundamentals in a world of infinite technological advancements like the Veil. I am only fortunate enough to have found two pupils who are indeed willing. Your gait, your tone. Were you amongst the 10 blades of the East? Now, it seems entirely unnecessary for you to dig, as I don't quite recall putting anything on your tab. Put your futile questions to rest, for I have no answers to give. The past is like smoke. I've long emptied any history worth delving into. Okay. Night Drifter is way cooler than you'd think when meeting in Chapter 8. I knew he was going to be someone more important, but I didn't know. Let's do those, I guess. No. That. Because those together... No. Wait, who do I want? Who do I like together? Someone with Dawn gives a huge success. Ah, huge success. Next class. There's someone else who does it too. Huge success in class. Huge success in class. Huge success next class. Okay, so it's her and Gregor. I can do that, sure. Comedy duo. Well, I'm supposed to teach this class, but honestly, I'm not entirely sure what to do here. It's not like I can suddenly teach you guys to hear the fathoms of other people's hearts. Yeah, it's not like we could suddenly have a heart-to-heart out of nowhere, right? And that is precisely why I've installed this box called Messages from the Hearts by the door here when the lessons first began. Messages from the Hearts? The greatest strengths of Messages from the Hearts is its anonymity. Here, people can anonymously share the concerns that have been eating away at them without fear of judgment. Yeah, this seems like a great idea. I can see how everyone can be more honest about their feelings behind the masks of anonymity. The box is quite heavy. It seems that everyone's been making quite the liberal use of this. Let's see. The one on the bottom has to be the first message. Let's see what it says. Oi, I gotta ask, do those consultations even do anything? Does this mask of anonymity even do anything? Also, what's the point of these messages anyway? If you gotta whinge at their face. Well, I ain't got much else to say, so, oh, I got one. My neighbor next door keeps making weird noises at night, so do something about that, yeah? Something about a smoking Ed over and over again. Point is, it's getting on my nerves. If it doesn't get taken care of in a week, I'll deal with it in my own way. Deal with it how? It's all just personal grievances. Let's see what the next one says. Who dares harrow the executive manager with such useless, weak-minded complaints? If you're going to continue wasting the executive manager's precious time and cause them trouble, I will personally hold you responsible for that blunder. You'd best prepare yourself for the consequences. Wow, it's like she's right here speaking in my ear. Never thought written words could cause hearing damage. Moving on. I don't know if it's just me, but someone's probably been spying on these papers, huh? I've got proof too. Folded this paper up into a padlock knot shape, but whoever spied on it did a pretty bad job of replicating it. Oh, and another thing, my compass disappeared. It's the compass I got for surviving the hellish pits of the Belmort trenches. We're going to re-establish some house rules soon. A theft report? Did one of you steal her compass or something? Nah, no way. We never steal from each other, no matter how hard things get. Something troubles me. Oh, finally, someone submitted a real concern. Was it the Type A wire that caused the... Oh, I thought it was going to be E-Song. That's why Okay, anyway. Was it the Type A wire that caused the explosion? Or was it caused by replacing the clamp part from the shattering gear? Ah, the likely answer has been found. Do not concern yourselves with this message. Alright, well that's that, I guess. Look, I felt like I should really share this with everyone. Oh, this one might be something serious for once. I can't just let this slip away like nothing happened, you know? Yeah, I'm talking about the incident that happened aboard Mephi some time ago. Remember how someone smashed an alarm clock against Dante's head while they were sleeping? No one ended up figuring out what happened there, right? You're gonna have to bring me up to speed on this. Yeah, I don't know exactly when this was, but there was a loud shattering noise outside at night, so we all ran out to see what happened. But no one managed to find any credible clue, so I guess we all just let it slide. Anywho, Dante said they were a-okay, so we just moved on from it. But I'm telling you, I saw Greg's bug arm. So here's my guess. What if he happened to lose his balance while carrying the alarm clock with one hand? You know what I mean? I'm trusting the anonymity thingy on this. Gregor, he wouldn't. The alarm clock, broken due to shock at the time of the incident, was pointing precisely at 22:32. And, at that hour, only 2 individuals were awake for night watch duty. Guys, this is like turning into a whole investigation. Around 22. One of the 2 individuals who were on night duty was... Yep, Miss Faust was one of them. Hey Dante, didn't you have a brief conversation with Faust that morning? Now that I think back on it, I did have a talk with Faust that day, briefly. Faust made a few criticisms on my command style, and she was right, but I pretended not to hear her because I didn't have anything to retort with. Don't tell me Faust actually held a grudge for me against that. I guess before that. So fellas, I don't think anyone's noticed this, but I noticed a dusting a cigarette ash near the shattered alarm clock. As you know, Manager Bud, there's only 2 among us who smoke. But one of them stayed put in his own room, you know what I mean? There's a witness, too. Unless that witness is a cowardly liar, I'm sure she'll come forward and tell everyone exactly what happened that night. I shall prove unto me that I am no cowardly weaver of lies. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do to get Don Quixote to say something or do something. Like, it would be so cowardly not to do this. I am no coward. In truth, amongst numerous cosplays I had wished to accomplish was the duo of Captain Scorps and the One-Eyed Navigator. Aha! To explain the lore of Captain Scorp, the tale began verily in year 757, after a very long read. Alas, the possibility that procuring a scorpion arm proved more dubious than one could have expected. Thus I did convince young Gregor to join forces with me, to cosplay together, and capture our glorious forms in photograph. Though 'twas a pity he had no pipe, only a cigarette between his teeth. And young Ishmael's compass was to be the captain's trinket, and for that purpose I had briefly borrowed it from her room. Oh, woe was me, for I regrettably spilled an entire can of tuna, another prop, and the compass was swallowed by its greasy juices. Despite my best efforts to restore it, a tiny aroma lingereth still. I beg thy forgiveness, Manager Esquire. Well, Don's the type to fold if you say do it, no balls. Yes, absolutely. At least we know who took Ishmael's compass. Frustrating. TC. GWNNMTO. This is like a code? Sinclair translation, please. I love they just see like the code and they could just guess it. Oh, sorry, what was I? Okay, sorry. Yeah, trying to parse that form written text is usually way harder. I normally try to read the speaker's tone and the general context of her words, so... Unfortunately, the plot thickens. Guys, are we actually going to try to find the culprit? Nausea bubbled inside me like I'd just been reminded of a persistent itch I'd managed to forget. It's like someone shoved a tuning fork in my head. Guys. Alright, that's it. Clockhead, read up. I'm gonna confront the sod, tell him like it is that there's something bugging him, instead of winging in his sleep. Now where is he? Oh, nice, Heath. I mean, looks like this anonymous person is trying to get to the bottom of it. Dante, fare you well? It is I, the sinner first in the order. Apologies are in order. Ever since the incident, I could hardly lull myself to a restful sleep. In truth, it was none other than myself who pummeled your head with a clock. To explain this, I must first explore the sentence cuts off, as this part of the paper has been torn off. Worry not about what exists no longer. I'll not embark on a multiloquent ascribing of excuses. I write before you in shame, and express my willingness to accept any punishment you see fit to dole. I seek nothing but your forgiveness. I can't believe the culprit was that sinner. Good thing he fessed up, but something doesn't... Alright, deep breath. Are you at the point where you kind of understand Ryoshu yet? Kind of. I'm not sure how I would, put it into words. But I kind of get it. I kind of get what she's got going on. I also read Hellscreen. So in that respect, I understand where her reference is based off, you know. Good thing he fessed up, but doesn't something feel off about this whole thing? What if he's just trying to take the heat? Seems to me like the number one sinner doesn't want to share the story any further. Maybe it's best we not dig into it unnecessarily. Oh, hi, Dante. I was taking a walk here when I found a piece of paper somebody tore off, so I'm returning it. Hope it finds its way back to the original writer. Thus returns the number one sinner's paper. This has got to be the key to resolving this case. I hurriedly unfurled the paper. The truth of what transpired. You ever find yourself wondering if that crackling fire-like thing on top of the manager's head is hot like real fire, or if it wouldn't give off any heat? Curious, right? Don't worry about it, Isong. It's not like we have any other way to tell other than touching it ourselves. Indeed, unproven phenomena can be confirmed without direct means of observation. Ah, there's sleep. Must have been pretty tired. Indeed. The ticking noise has shrunk in volume. It seems we have just shared a thought. What if we were to just quickly check? While the manager's asleep? Gulp. Perhaps the sound of phlegm sinking past my gullet makes far too much noise for this task. Yeah, well, I'm just finding out how loud my heartbeat can get. Isan, the alarm next to the manager. It's about to go off. You have a minute at most. I shall interface with the timepiece. Look at you rats, playing a played-out prank. Ow! And that is indeed the full tale of what has transpired. Under the lens of hindsight's illumination, it would almost appear that I am making a secret accusation to a fellow of mine. It would be easier on my heart to simply assume the entire weight of culpability myself. And that's where it ends. The culprit was right under our noses the entire time. Sorry, Dante. I should have been upfront about it, but Otis was so adamant about utterly punishing the culprit that I couldn't bring myself to, Can't deny that. I'll tell you the truth in time. To tell you another truth, I think I might have an idea as to why I've been made a student alongside Ji-chun. There must have been something that the company was expecting from me, but it's just not showing up, so they must be making me take these classes to compensate for it. Everyone else is boldly facing their own issues and overcoming them, while I'm still here, feeling like I'm stagnating in place. They've been telling me that my time's yet to come, but I don't know. I just get the feeling that ship might have sailed for me already. That's not the case. I've been swirled a little bit about Part 9, Canto 9. I know that's not the case. It was clear to me that Sinclair wasn't just talking about physical training or combat prowess. It's about something that more than half the sinners had faced, and were facing at this point. About his past and the path that lies ahead. The guilt and the pressure of having failed to confront it was never going to be easy for him to let go. I don't think anyone's got the perfect idea of how the whole trajectory of their lives is going to be. That's why we're all on the bus, isn't it? Sinclair, your early 20s, nothing has sailed for you yet. You can just shout at me to get my act together like Heathcliff does. Oh, I will, if I have to. Whatever that was, you guys managed to talk it out, huh? All I heard was that ticking noise. Oh, sorry about that. What Dante said was, don't bother. I just need a quick glance at that look on your face to feel that tick-tock with my heart. Aww. Thus, the curious case of the alarm clock came to an end. So, what do you think Ryoshi was trying to say? Two culprits. A guy with nightly nightmares and my translator. I see. Guy with the nightly nightmares and my translator. Sinclair and I sat there for a moment, absorbing the awkward silence. Thanks, Ryoshi. Let's do it. Bam, ba-da-ba-dam. Bam, bam, ba-da-ba-dam, bam, bam. Finally, the 30 days of lessons were completed, and the day of the final exam was upon us. I have over 800 in all of the stats. Everyone came out to bid good luck to Jia Chichun on her way home, or on her way to the final exam. My lady, I have nothing but absolute faith that you will be able to complete this final exam just as excellently as you have done all the others. It is most likely you will be facing off against a skilled foe from the Jue or the Shi family. Of course, you will doubtless wipe the floor with them. I've taught you all I know. I hereby give you permission to leave this boot camp. You've got this. Guys, you didn't really have to come here to see me off. Still, I have undying faith that you will emerge victorious, my lady. However, Zhigong and I have also prepared about 21 alternative solutions in case things go awry, so don't worry yourself too much. Do you have faith in me or not? Upon our return to the classroom, we were greeted by an unexpected guest. Must be very nice to be Shichun, to have so many teachers from all walks of life helping her out. It had been a while since we last saw Jue Baochai, which was during the regular assembly. What are you doing here, Big Sis Baochai? I couldn't stop myself from paying you all a visit out of pity. If only Jichun and Baoyu both smiled on like nothing happened. Our blossoming years would have been peaceful still. Big Sis, please stop talking to me like that. I didn't even know you could say such a thing. Baoyu, it's always been this way. If a fruit has fully ripened, we have to seize it and taste its juices before anyone else. We can't just let go. We can't stand emptiness. My brother couldn't. My parents couldn't. But you, who was born and raised on the same soil as we, how do you walk so softly, so lightly? I don't. My footsteps are no longer light. Every step, every sight I held in my eyes as the day goes by fills me with abundance. I'm only trying to accept everything as it is, without asking for more or less. But how could one do nothing but watch, when we're surrounded by such fragrance? What more do you seek, Big Sis? I want to be closer, so that my hands may reach you. Have you already forgotten who sent you that guest lecturer? Shichun's palanquin isn't headed to the same site, is it? No, it's not. It's headed to Big Sis Yuan Chun's exam site. Blasted scoundrels. I must hasten after the palanquin before I lose track of them. Wei sprinted out before Jue Baochai finished. A trap, huh? Fellows, shouldn't we also get going? Calm yourselves for a moment. Zhigong swiftly came before us, clearly having taken a gauge of the situation. It has been too long since the palanquin has departed. It's better to move based on concrete evidence, not urgency. Though, our beast seems to have chosen the latter. I think I heard the sound of hooves coming in the direction Zhigong was glancing in. So this is what you've chosen. Yes. The exams she's taken thus far were all meaningless lies. I could have shared this earlier, but I decided to follow my own heart, as you have decided to follow yours. Baochai smiled sweetly. So now, what fragrance do you smell from me? I smell nothing. Jue Baochai left the room wordlessly upon hearing that reply. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. Look at that, though. I did that pretty well, I think. Just in case. Okay. A terrible jest Jia Yuanchun plays down to the very last day. Too much time has passed already. I've already given her clan, including Wei, instructions to keep their eyes on the palanquin, as I observed much strangeness from the palanquin bearers. Yet there are many places to which one may covertly kidnap the family hierarch. Still, we have to... Your heart is still in a rush. I do not mean to imply that we will abandon her to fate. Look, I have selected a few places on the map with the highest probability of being their destination. As the time is not on our side, the Heisho packs and your team will have to mobilize separately to explore all possible options. Among them, I am to send you towards this place. Indeed, the glorified internment camp of Hong Yuan now shut down. Pinggan Residential Support Zone. It is a policy Jia Yuanchun and the former Jia Mu pursued. The policy was indefinitely tabled and the zone was closed off, as many voices voiced reluctance to pass it, but I find it hard to believe that Jia Yuanchun would admit defeat so easily. It's a secluded place, perfect to secretly bring harm to the family hierarch, not to mention the symbolic value it carries. I hope she's okay. Have some faith in your people. You have taught her to the best of your abilities, have you not? I trust that she will be able to fend for herself until our arrival. Yeah, we trained really, really hard for the entire month. The only reason Jia Yuanchun would employ such under-the-table tactics is because she knows a fair match would not be in her favor. So let us yank her hand out from under the table and make her regret it. Now what we've got to do is take our sword and stab it through the top of the table and impale her hand underneath. And of course we have to use the rupture team. I'm not ridiculous. I'm not silly.
의로
명을 받듭니다.
No, we do
명을
잠깐.
that.
이번 임무는 내가 나갈게. 가보실까?
Kabushika! These fights are kinda hard, good luck. Thank you. We hurried ourselves along the winding passages of Hong Yuan. At first, I thought we might have been able to move faster had the Mephistopheles been here with us. But walking through the winding irregular paths reminded me why palanquins were a thing in Hong Yuan. Already. Upon our arrival, Xigong pointed out to us something emerged from the dark. A figure, no, 4. A small platoon of shadows. Damn it, we're surrounded. The shadows slithered into physical form, lapping their purple serpentine arms at us. C branch of the Heisho packs. They don't belong to the family hierarch. Boy, what now? What do you mean, what now? We can't sit here and waste any precious time. Come on, let's fight our way out of this ambush. Ain't that usually my thing to suggest? Fighting's all about morale. Looks like the classes did have some effect. Sinclair's right. We don't have any time to waste. Alright. I remember fighting them in the mirror dungeon when this event came out, and there was like the special mirror dungeon event. I remember fighting them. And I also remember fighting Wei at the end. So we'll see if that happens.
설레이네. 쓸데없이 흥분한 걸 수도 있지. 뭐 나쁜 건 아니기도 하고.
She wins those.
시비수에게 명한다. 이 앞에 숨쉬는 자, 혈염도 바로 살리 보내지 마라.
You're not beefed up with ego gifts this time, though. Yes, indeed.
정상적인 공격이야. 잘했어. 키페리트. 당연한 거란 것 가지고 굳이 칭찬할 나라도 그랬을 거야.
목을 떨궈주마.
She does win those.
모든
Now that's what we call a good turn.
오늘도 정의로운 날이 될 수 있도록 힘내자.
Thrashing the hatch too? Damn.
아르카나 빛.
He's kind of going off. He wins those. It's neutral. I don't know if I want to do a neutral one. I'll leave it.
날개를 펼치고 발톱을 걸어.
Nice.
하나 넘고 둘 넘고 꺾고 제쳐라.
Good stuff.
그쪽 방향이 아닐 텐데.
I can't help but notice that he did not win those. Oh, he did win those. Never mind. He's the best. He just built different. Don't even need to roll ahead.
고작 이 정도 탕류의 허덕이나 저 해충들을 도려내라.
틈을 끊어.
방금 멋졌어. 너희들의 사랑의 힘이 빛의 힘이
묘야.
저 어둡고 악한 아르카나들을
길을
뒤흔들었어.
열어라.
이대로면 승리도 시간 문제겠지.
뭐라 넣었으니 더는 못 따라나.
있잖아. 사실 마법 소녀들은 항상 인력난에 시달리거든.
These fights are kind of hard, by the way.
괜찮다면
Fights are kind of hard.
우리를 도와줘.
Oh yeah, man. I'm really struggling right now.
그건
I'm shaking in my boots.
필요하니까.
These Slytherin snakes are really giving me a lot of trouble right now.
제압 효과가 굉장히 좋았어. 기록적인 피해량인 것 같아. 불가 위약. 마감해지는 다리.
고작 이 정도 탕류의 허덕이나 넌 푸름을
He's simply
틔울
built
수도
different,
있겠구나.
my guy. They're simply all built different, especially the Lord of Hangul. But they're all built
틈을
different.
끊어. 바로 이제 깨우치시게.
I hope they bring out the red coins for you because of that.
저 해충들을 도려내라. 오야. 길을 열어라.
Hey, I got the red coins out. Beat their asses way. Yeah.
넘고 무수히 넘고 얼마든지 꺾고 제쳐라.
Hell yeah.
제압 개체를 다수 처리했네.
겹겹의 중물
오,
두고
아무리 그래도
보이겠어.
이런 건 칭찬을 할 수밖에 없겠어.
Sorry, I'm giggling about the
순조로워
fucking.
보여서 무엇보다 다행이야.
이 넓은 중앙본부를 통제하려면
I hope they break out the red.
발톱을 걸어. 고작 이 정도 탕류의 허덕이나
Bonk. Bonk. Bonk.
넌 푸름을 틔울 수도
That's it?
없겠구나.
이제야 회사가 정상으로 돌아갔네. 이번 제압은
Unfortunately,
너희들도
that is the
고생
only one that I
많았어.
can do.
티페리트, 너도.
It's the last
언젠가
one I can do.
모든 게 끝날 때가 오면 좋겠네.
그때가 되면
We'll have to continue it
휴식을
next
기다리며
time.
고향의 노래를 부르고 있겠지.
Whatever time that
오늘
is.
부끄럽지 않았습니다. 의를 바로 세우는 데 일조하였으니 내일은 더 떳떳이 살아갈 수 있겠군요.
이 날개의 망
I didn't do those dailies, but oh well. Alright. 3 lunacy off. 3.
이 날개의 망치라는
I got it.
놈들은 항상 이 시간마다 바쁘고.
Do I not get? God damn it. Oh, god damn it, man. No. No. If I hadn't fucked it up earlier, I'd have another ball. What cruelty is this? Man. You know what? Instead, I'll finish it off with one of these. The assured 3-star. Here we go. Let's see what I get. Someone I already have. Heisho Heathcliff. Alright. Fabulous. Okay.
이 날개
thanks for watching, everybody.
놈들은 항상 이 시간마다 바쁘고.
That was a vibe. There I am. Thank you all for watching. Thanks DTT for sticking around, keeping me company. Yapping. And I'll be back on Sunday, I think. Yeah. Oh, and I'll be in Aurora's Unbeatable stream tomorrow. I'll be in Aurora's stream tomorrow, and I'll have my own stream on Sunday. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Bye.